All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Solana family. Appreciate you guys as always for sticking around and showing tremendous amount of love. Cannot thank you guys enough. Continue supporting and you will see a continuation of these updates. But as we know, we're going to be discussing what's happening with the price of Solana right now. Recently, I've been seeing a little bit of a mixed emotion when we talk about Solana. Some people are saying, why is the price of non-Solana not going up? Like, come on. And what I mean by that is, if you've been in the space for more than 3 years and you're asking why is the price of Solana not going up, you really want to understand this market from a different angle then. Like, you don't understand this market at that point. But if you're new, I understand. I understand if you're new, but we need to understand that, Solana is up a lot over the course of the last, week and a half. Where is Sol? Can I find? Oh yeah, there we go. Solana is up 30%. And Solana is on the verge of breaking out towards a new all-time high. Why is it not doing that though right now? That's what we're going to be discussing, but we cannot be forgetting these types of moves right now for Sol. But before we get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So looking at the price of Sol, still remaining above $200, currently sitting at $214.39. Down about 1.5% in USD and about 3.6% in Bitcoin. Comparative market cap remaining above $100 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is still sky high at about $14.1 billion. Some news to cover, of course, you can see the total market cap of Solana stablecoins has surpassed $4 billion. Moving forward, this is something very exciting to see. Solana surpasses Ethereum across all trading activity, including monthly decentralized exchange volume, tokens created, and trades. Are we surprised? We're not. On this channel, the Crypto ZX family is not surprised. Reason why I say that is because we've been seeing this happening over the course of the last 12 months when no one actually wanted, more than 12 months actually, when no one was paying attention to Solana. The people that were paying attention to Solana right now are the ones that are actually having the biggest smile on their faces because they're up hundreds of percent on Sol. And of course, some of these airdrops, if you were farming on Solana over the course of the last, I would say 12 plus months, or throughout the year of 2023, if you farmed on Solana, you got life-changing money given to you for free by airdrops. And I think we're going to see that round 2 happen again. A lot of people completely forgot about that. A lot of people thought, the Solana airdrop season is over. We're not going to see that happen again. But I think early next year, we're going to see a lot of airdrops coming out again to people obviously that have been farming. And I think it's going to be a lucrative move once again. And, people are going to make good money depending on the criteria. But I'm very excited about Jupiter airdrop. Cannot wait. I think that is going to bring in a lot of liquidity to the Solana coins, which honestly could take I think I'm personally projecting the native token of Solana goes up to an all-time high before the year of 2024 even comes to an end. I think we're going to be above an all-time high before that time. But I do believe that itself is going to bring in a lot of heat when we start seeing that airdrop, which I think arguably is going to be the biggest airdrop. Obviously, we need a little bit more information about that. There still needs to be a vote that needs to happen from the stakeholders. They decide, and I think most of these stakeholders are going to be going for the airdrop where this does end up happening. Let's obviously let me know down below what you guys think, but I think there's going to be a lot of airdrops, not just the Jupiter one. So in terms of liquidity coming to Sol, I think we're going to really see that. And of course, if there's a potential ETF, we saw Canary Capital, submit an ETF application for none other than HBAR. So they've already done that for Solana. So imagine if we do see a Solana ETF as well. Just changes the entire outlook, in my opinion. But Solana perps volume has hit a new all-time high for the 3rd consecutive day, reaching 2.61 billion on November 12th. Looking at the prices right now, as far as the dominance index is concerned, it did see an uptick to the 60.47%. Not a big surprise. We did discuss this in our previous updates because Bitcoin had a little bit of a shakeout since early this morning, which of course is going to have an impact on the price, on the dominance as well as the price. Let me show you guys the hourly time frame real quick to really understand what's happening with our good old friend Bitcoin, which has been on an absolute tear lately. So if you're looking at this, here, let me zoom in for you guys. So we obviously hit a new all-time high yesterday. We actually saw Bitcoin going down to the likes of 85,000, below $85,000 briefly. And of course, So people need to get shaken out. People are going to take in profits. Whales are going to come in and manipulate the leveraged positions. And that's exactly what we're seeing happening. And you could see shortly after that, Bitcoin broke yet again a new all-time high. And we saw something similar happen just on November 10th, where we saw Bitcoin sitting at an all-time high at $81,000, saw a shakeout down to 78 and pumped up, to the likes of $90,000 almost. So we need to understand this. If you think the market is just going to go up straight in one line, let me tell you, I'll remind you, your boy Crypto ZX will continue to remind you that's not how the market works. You need to lock some profits in on your way up as well. If you're going to be getting greedy, I promise you, most likely you will get left behind, because around these times, our brain does generally tend to, get in that greedy phase where you're like, you want more and more. And if you go in with that mentality without knowing where you're going to be exiting your positions or where you're going to be locking profits, you will get left behind. Because let me tell you something. There are people out there, maybe you are not there, and I'm not saying this to everyone, but, it's so important to have a strategy, because do you think other people are going to be waiting for you guys to take some profits? Absolutely not. So what's the best strategy that I've been using and I've used in the past, because I've been in the cycle and I've honestly really wasn't, I'm going to be quite frank with you, I've hit massive percentage of profits over the past cycles, and I've been through a few cycles. But when it comes to profit taking, I last cycle, the first cycle, of course, because I got in 2016 and the top around 2018, that cycle I made a lot of money, to be quite frank with you, but I did not lock in profits properly. Then it's totally fine. You learn. And then in the next cycle, 2020, I did lock some profits in, but then I went into the NFT space and boom, that just did not go as well. But this cycle, I actually did lock out some positions, which is very important. And I've been quite clear upon that. So if you're looking at Solana right now, you guys can see Sol did make its way above that key resistance, which we spoke about on the channel at $270. We went up to the $224 range. We're currently sitting below that, but it's all good. We're still in the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level, and we cannot be forgetting, hold on, let me show you guys the closer time frame. We cannot be forgetting the fact that, Sol has gone up 44% over the course of the last 1 week, and we're sitting in the 23.6. and as you guys know, me on this channel, the Crypto ZX, your boy, treats the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level as an all-time high territory. And believe it or not, Solana is in its all-time high territory. It just needs a little bit of more of a push, and I do believe we pop out of an all-time high. So far, so good. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Worst case scenario, if Bitcoin were to see a little bit of retracement, we could retest down to the 23.6 Fib support at $200. More importantly, even in the 38.2, around the 192, which would not be coming as a surprise to myself. And honestly, that would be healthy. That will still be healthy. That will still put the price of Solana in an upwards trajectory. But yeah, so far so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but we're going to take it one step at a time. Love each and every one of you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.